YouTube, welcome to the channel. Today's topic is going to be my Honda Pioneer 700-4. It's a 15 model and got a few modifications on it. Custom front bumper and winch mount. I just didn't like having to reach down underneath for the winch control, so I wanted it up where I could get to it and hopefully keep it out of the water and just make it work better for longer. I've also installed some Yamaha YXE 1000 front shocks. They're Fox racing shock, and that improved the ride dramatically on the front end, especially over the bumps. It's not too noticeable until you start hitting the big bumps, and then you can really tell. But the biggest improvement for trail riding has been the seats. And the bench seat is great for utility work where you're in and out, but it's horrible for riding. And so I bought these are Aces racing seats. These are the carbon edition. They have like an Apex style. It's a little different, looks more like a racing bucket seat. But I grabbed these and they were worth every penny. The bench seat, you didn't realize it after riding until I got these, is how much energy you spend just trying to keep yourself sat up and in the seat and stuff when you're on a rough bumpy trail. And after about 6 hours at Ride Royal Blue and Tackett, these seats are a huge game changer as far as how tired we were at the end of the ride and how sore we were from just, maintaining an upright position on that bench seat and that bench back, because you just slid all over and stuff. And with all the bolstering on these, they hold you right in there. They do stain a little bit. They don't clean up as well as I thought they might, but they're comfortable and well worth it. It's the bad thing is on the 700 is there's just not a lot of aftermarket support, so everything's got to be custom if you want something different. So it's not a real bad install because the bottom of the seats are flat and the bench where the stock seat goes is flat. So all I did is add a couple brackets here at the front that these are bolted through to the frame in the engine compartment, and they have a stud that sticks out. And then these parts here are bolted to the bottom of the seat, which I'll yank the seat out so we can get a better look. And then that's pretty much all there was to it. They just pivot up and then they slide this way once you pivot them up, and you can take them right out. And we'll get to that in just a second. All right, I'm going to yank this seat out real quick to show you how easy it is. You just lift up, they just hinge there, and so if you don't even want to take the seat out to change it or to get to the oil to check it or to fill it, you can just hold it up there, prop it up, but it's so easy to take out, is yank it out. That's all there was to it. But put that up there. And now you can see the bracket. These are the stock mounting holes for the seat. It comes with a bunch of hardware. I just got it for a Razor because you have to pick something. They don't make them for the Pioneer, so you have to pick something, and I just picked that. It was the most common one, I think. But basically I just cut these brackets out. These actually came with the they were supposed to be some kind of spacer, came with the mounting kit, and I just threw them in the lathe and kind of beveled the one side so that they would slide in a little, self-center a little easier, and then welded them on and cut this bracket out, bolted it on, and that was all there was to it. I think anybody could do this with just a few hand tools and maybe some angle iron. But then this is the front pivot. They just pivot. I was going to turn a better pin on the lathe, and I just ran out of time. We was going on a ride, and that's what I had, and so that's what I did. I rounded off the threads just a little bit so it wasn't be too stick up when I was trying to get it on there. But then I also put some insulation under the seat and under the cover, because everybody that has these knows how hot they get. And there's our trail teepee in the middle. It's kind of nice actually having the bucket seats, because you got some room here to put some stuff in the cab with you and not having it slide all around. But the other seat's the same way. It just pivots up and then pull it towards that side and it comes right out, and putting them in is just the reverse. But it's well worth the money if you're going to do any trail riding to get these seats, or some kind of bucket seat that holds you in place. But I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with these seats so far. And like we did 4 days at Ride Royal Blue and Tackett, and we rode about 7-8 hours each day, and that was the easiest riding we'd ever been on in this thing, because we'd done several other trips like that with the stock bench seat, and besides our butts being sore, we were just tired from hanging on all day as we slid around, and it was so much better with these seats. But that's about it for these. If you got any questions, just drop them in the comments, and we'll touch on some of this other stuff probably later. I got some more plans for this thing. I need to chop the cage because it just barely fits in our toy hauler, and I'd like to lower it a little bit and redo the windshield and just some other things. And then over the winter time, I'm hoping I would like to build a long travel kit just to get some better articulation out of this thing while climbing the rocks, and a little better ride, and we'll see. That's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.